to start this. So I need to do some art today. I have to do art. We have to do art. Art is something that has to be done. I already varnished this painting right here. I give myself a pat on the back for that because that was not easy, because I just painted the edges, and if I had varnished it while it was still wet, then the yellow paint would get everywhere. We don't want yellow paint everywhere because that's how you ruin a painting, and we don't want to ruin this painting. My pet peeve, let me tell you my pet peeve. My biggest artist pet peeve is when you paint a painting and then it's like dry, and when you stand in one place it looks phenomenal. It looks great, it looks perfect. But then you stand on the other side of the painting and it looks like a glare. Like you can't even see the painting. It's like my biggest pet peeve. So varnishing it with satin varnish solves that problem. Boom. So there's something that I really wanted to try. I already went to one of the locations and they were like, no, it's gone. The Dunkin' cookie butter cold brew, I want to try it so bad. So I'm at Dunkin' and I don't know if they're gonna have it. Like, I'm gonna be like let down again. Funny thing is though, like I was like playing this in my head, but like the first time that I went to a Dunkin', and I was like, they're gonna be like, oh, unfortunately we don't have that. And then I just kind of manifested that, because that's exactly what basically what happened. Oh, my life. Hi, do you have the cookie butter cold brew?
Yes, we do.
Okay, can I have a medium cookie butter cold brew?
Okay.
That's all. Looks interesting. I'm worried that it's just gonna taste pretty mediocre, and it probably will. I don't know how to do cold brews. How do people do cold brews? My lattes are usually already mixed. Not very life-changing. That's what I get. But hey, life is about trying things. I might become a cold brew girl. Anyway, this is an art channel, isn't it? By the way, if you wanted to check out my podcast, it's called Introverts Talk 2, and it's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're like an introverted person, if you spend a lot of time in your car by yourself like me, talking to a camera or talking to yourself, you have social anxiety, or you think you have social anxiety, you're an anxious person in general, you don't love going out places, but you know, you would like to get out there more. Is it a bad thing? Is it a negative thing? Is it a positive thing? Is it a self-growth thing? What is this need to be by yourself? Let's unpack it. It's really wrapped in college, because I'm like a 21-year-old college student, and I'm basically in like my last year of college. I'm sorry, I just realized that. I apologize. That kind of just like hit me really quick. If you want to listen to my podcast, unpack some of those feelings, my podcast is called Introverts Talk 2. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I have 8 episodes available now. Anyway, I gotta go. Earlier, I was talking about me varnishing things and varnishing them satin because I like the way it looks. I also varnished this painting, and I was thinking maybe I should have recorded that whole process, because like it looks so much better now varnished. Before, it had a glare if I stood over here, but now it just absolutely does not. And it looks so amazing. It looks like you can really just like jump in the painting. Do you want to jump in the painting? Because I do. I feel like this camera only focuses really well when I'm really close or zoomed in. I think this is probably a lot of people's like first digital DSLR. I got this camera, I loved it, I still do, but I don't use it anymore because I use my G7X for mostly everything. And I got the G7X because this camera does not have autofocus on it. You don't care, you may care, I don't know. The Rebel T7, not great for video. It doesn't have a flip up screen. You can't really like see yourself if you were doing a sit down video, so you could like record a whole 12-minute video and be out of focus the entire time. It also kind of shuts off after like 13 to 15 minutes because it overheats really easily. You would never know because you can't see the screen. But I want to try a Sony because I hear that those are pretty good. The audio is good, the autofocus is good, camera quality is good. Like I just want to try it because I'm getting tired already of this camera that I've only had for like July, August, September, October, November, December. I've only had this camera for like 6 months and I'm already tired of it. Best Buy has this thing where like you can like turn in your camera and get money for it. I did like this whole survey, like what kind of camera do you have? Is it in good condition? Does it turn on? And I was like, yes, 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 it's perfectly fine. And then it estimated the total that I would get for it. It said $50. $50? I'm better off selling it on eBay or something. Let go. On the street. No, I'm just kidding. Do people even still use eBay? We gotta start a new painting. It's long overdue. I opened the canvas. I stopped halfway through opening it because I was just like, I don't think I have the physical motivation to do this right now. The last painting I did was the guy standing like this. That one right there. That's the last painting I completed. start making my own canvases like some people do, because people are like, once you start making your own canvases, you will never go back. I'm not a builder, okay? I am a painter. So maybe they'll teach me that in some college course. But as for right now, I'm just buying the canvases, all right? We're buying them for right now. That's how I get started doing my proportions. It's an entire process, and maybe I'll make like one whole video on how I learned to do it from drawing class. Ugh, I don't want to be that person. But I don't really know how to put it into words. That's the problem. I need to find an eraser. I don't really own erasers as an artist. That's one thing I kind of just like dropped off in high school. I was like, I don't need erasers anymore. Your teachers in college, they really frown upon the use of erasers. And when I say teachers, I mean art teachers, like art professors. They're like, you're not using an eraser, we're using charcoal, which is my least favorite medium so far. It is the messiest crap you'll ever have to deal with. Gets everywhere. I had a portfolio bag with like my sketch pad in there, and my charcoal was also in there, and all the sketches on the sketch pad were in there, but I put my laptop in there one day, and when I pulled my laptop out, it was no longer rose gold, it was black. That was a really unfortunate day. And the funny part about it was I was hating that class at that point. So I was like, I'm done with this class. I'm dropping this class. This class has brought me nothing but frustration. But you have to deal with stuff that you don't want to deal with. Who made this eraser and why is it so hard to get open? I'm sorry, just give me a second while I try to open this like a kindergartner. Ah, I think we got it. There was a point in time where I just would not use any type of graphite pencil on the canvas because I hated how hard it was to get off. Like if I wanted to like erase, actually using a drawing eraser or one of those gum erasers, those like erasers that are kind of like beige, those erasers are super great. They crumble everywhere, but they're super great for canvas. I feel like I was doing a lot of work just now, and this is my problem. Like I'll start something and then I'll be like, yeah, I just did a lot of work, I deserve to rest. But it's just like, come on. You've been working for a solid 12 minutes straight. You can't rest yet. We just got started. I need to get started. Lately, I just haven't had motivation, not just to paint, but like to post and to do other things that I want to do. I drew that and it came out okay. So I'm pretty sure I'm not in a creative block, because if I were in a creative block, that probably wouldn't even have happened. That's good news. Tomorrow I'll probably do an underpainting, but first, before the underpainting, I'll spray it with some Mod Podge, even though it's probably not what you're supposed to spray it with, but that's the only sealant that I have right now. And I'm not buying workable fixative because that stuff is like expensive for no reason. I'm gonna just spray it with Mod Podge, and it's been working ever since. So, but yeah, see you tomorrow. We're taking this outside. I would totally definitely do this outside because Mod Podge is it has like a really strong smell, just like any canned spray does. I'm talking spray Mod Podge, not the liquid Mod Podge, but the spray Mod Podge is gonna work best for you when you're doing this. So you could kind of see where I sprayed with the Mod Podge. It's not bad. Because, you know, once you paint over it, it's not really gonna matter. But that's how you do it. Well, that's how I do it. Like again, I don't know if it's the right way. Let me show you how it affected the graphite on the canvas. Okay, so before, the graphite would be like running off the page, but like I can literally do this. Graphite's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's not even on my hand. Look, see? And that's kind of exactly what we want. Look at my thumb. Nothing on there. When you put like oil paint with graphite, it kind of like reacts together and just makes a disgusting gray mess. That really just helps for like when I'm ready to do my underpainting in oil paint. The graphite doesn't just like go all over the page and ruin the entire sketch that I did, which took me long enough, so I don't want to ruin that. I think that is all for this video today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love that. All of my socials and my podcast are linked in the description below. So yeah, all right, I'm done. Bye.